Hi friends, so we meet for yet another analysis of the day. I could not make the video yesterday evening. Actually, I got somewhat busy, and probably that's the reason why I'm recording it today morning. And probably that's good that I didn't do the video today because something very drastic and dramatic happened in the night. I think you would be aware by now that US has rolled back on tariffs on 75 countries. So the countries who have not retaliated to America on their tariffs. Those tariffs have been delayed for 90 days. Some talks which were going on for last 1 or 2 days, which we thought which was a rumor, or even White House condemned that it's a rumor. Ultimately, that news came to be true, and yesterday there was a dramatic shift in the overall scenario of the world markets, and Dow closed around close to 3,000 points up, 3,000 points. Imagine. So Dow gave up around 4,000 points in this tariff war, but it reclaimed 3,000 points, approximately 75% in just single day of trading. S&P by up was around 9%, and Nasdaq was up by 1,800 points, approximately 12.5%. Approximately, it was probably up again. Although today futures are trading around 2.5% lower for Nasdaq, but still it was a very, very significant and a ferocious move yesterday night, which changed the world markets. So what happened after that? Today Nikkei is trading 8% up because it has also fallen a lot, and Australian markets are trading around 5% higher. We've seen some rise I'm seeing in Singapore markets. We're also seeing a rise in Kospi markets. Even Shanghai and Hang Seng are up, which are the Chinese markets. Those are also up today. The reasons are best known to China only. Reason is why they should not have been up is because yesterday, after the market hours, actually China came up and increased again 50% tariffs on US, which means that now 84% tariffs are levied on any import from US to China. This made Mr. Trump again very ferocious, and he put additional tariff now again on China, and the tariffs are now increased to 125% on China for each of the goods imported into US. You will wait and see what China retaliates again or not, but I think beyond this point it has no meaning because ultimately your exports have become uncompetitive. So Chinese exports into US have become extremely uncompetitive now. There will be a lot of other countries which will fill this gap now. So even if you increase the tariffs now to, let's say, virtually 150%, 200%, 300%, it has no meaning now because the prices have been set in such a way now that probably all the other countries have enough margin, enough room to cater for filling the gap between China and USA. Only the items which are only produced by China or which they have a very big competitive edge, those are the only items which will be available very costly in America, and for that consumers have to pay a price. But apart from that, general items which are available by other countries as well, I think that probably is a big opportunity now for all the other countries because this trade war has become between US and China very, very ferocious. The way the retaliations are happening, yesterday China again went to WTO and complained about this additional 50% tariffs which Trump levied day for yesterday. Probably it will again go to WTO now with a fresh complaint because now the tariffs have been increased to 125%. Also, China released a white paper yesterday giving the description of the trade relation between US and China. I don't know, I have not seen that white paper. It's not in public as of now. Let's see what it tries to convey with that. It also told that I have a lot of measures to, counter this tariffs of America. I can buckle down America. I can bring them to their knees with other measures also, and he will not be hesitating in implementing that particular measure. So one measure I'll tell you straight away before we go further deep into Indian markets analysis and what RBI has done and what the markets are looking like and what the targets, etc. But one thing which China has already done for last 3 days is dumping of US bonds. So if you see, and I told you also a number of times that one risk which is continuously increasing is the US bonds because they are increasing very drastically and they're increasing without any reason. So we had bond yields came down to 3.8% day before yesterday, or let's say 2 3 days before, and yesterday it climbed to around 4.5%, which means around 0.7% increase in the bond yields in just 3 to 4 days. How can that happen? It was because China is holding around $800 billion of bonds of US Treasury or T bills. They were dumping those T bills into the American markets drastically. Why they were doing that? Because America ka refinancing, which means their bonds are expiring, very soon, and they have to refinance those bonds again. And every country wants that they have to refinance, or they are going to refinance those loans, or let's say bonds, with a lesser interest rate. That is the reason why Trump has been always yelling at Mr. Powell, or has been very harsh on Mr. Powell to reduce interest rates so that the bond yields come down, and whatever refinancing they are doing, they're able to do it with lesser interest rate cost. But now with these dumping of these bonds, what have happened is the bond prices have slashed drastically, which has increased the bond yields drastically. So they've already played that part, and that's the reason, because it was very imminent now where the refinancing has to happen. So they already played that wild card, a very ugly card, a big this is the way Chinese counters with other countries. That's the economic war they do it. So they are very in that way they are very ugly, and a country which cannot be trusted at all. And now the world will realize how bad China is, and how on unfair trade practices and unfair policies they have been gaining their growth, and they have been suppressing the world. The world is recognizing now. This is all benefit to India. We'll discuss in detail now what will happen apart from that. But this is one measure which China was giving. One of the threats that is already used is dumping of US bonds, which has increased the US bond yields a lot. In turn, what will happen is US have to refinance their bonds at a very higher interest rate cost. That's not a good advantage, because actually US wants to decrease the fiscal deficit. That is what the intention of Mr. Trump has been. The entire drama, the entire tariff war, etc., the firing of all the Dodge people, etc., it was all to reduce the government spending and to reduce the fiscal deficit by any ways. So reducing the trade deficit and decreasing the your spending on the government, and reducing the taxes for the companies so that they become more profitable, they are able to do more investments, and they become competitive in the world environment. So the three major policies of Trump, actually, the world, he's trying to rotate around these three policies also. Rest are only baby steps. But major जो उसकी policies है वो इन तीन चीजों को वो rotate कर रहा है. So that's the card which actually Chinese have followed. China has still not retaliated to that increase of 125% tariff now, which US has imposed on China. But given the track record, they will probably retaliate to that. But good news came yesterday night, and the markets were really ferocious. Because at one point of time, we were around 900 points down in the futures. And yesterday, futures actually gave you a glimpse. So what happened yesterday? As soon as this news came that America has put an additional 50% tariff on China, which made it to 104%, we saw a ferocious sell-off in US markets day before yesterday. So the markets which were showing up around 700 points up in Indian closing time day for yesterday, they actually closed 300 points down, and the futures were showing around 700 to 800 points down again. But see the resilience of Indian markets. We only opened around 110, 120 points down. That's a broad range we were trading the entire day. So 2000 points down of Dow was hurting us only 0.6% on Nifty, which is huge resilience. That's why I told India का resilience बहुत high रहेगा, हमारा outperformance बहुत ज़्यादा रहेगा, and probably would have made our bottom, which was 21,740, which I'm telling also US का bottom ही उस दिन बन गया day for yesterday, और India का bottom भी बन चुका है, and you see what is happening now. India is already Nifty is already 22,450 or 400 odd levels, and the HS Nifty is showing that they will be around, we will having a gap up of around 800 points. If at all the HS Nifty is telling us correct, we'll open around 800 points down, which means we'll cross our first very important resistance easily. जो हमने बात करी थी हमारा 50% मीन रिवर्जन जहाँ पे आता है 2800 पे, which is the biggest resistance. So probably we'll open much higher than those resistance levels, and we'll also touch those 23,200 levels जहाँ से वो tariff war की वजह से हम गिरना शुरू हुए थे. So we'll cross that levels also, which means it's very high chances that next week we'll touch 23,800 जहाँ से हमने double top बनाया था, and now since we'll be hitting that level 3 times, third time, probably we'll go beyond that. As of now, the stage is set. As of now, with all the parameters set, it's looking like that we are set to touch 23,800 very soon and go beyond that this time. So yesterday's Indian markets were very resilient, and that was a good showdown for the Indian markets. Now China also has been up from last 2-3 days. I don't know why. Because they actually manipulate a lot with their stock markets. They ask their central banks to do a lot of buying and selling, not to manipulate those markets. But As of now, those markets are up for last 2 3 days, and US markets have covered around 70% of their losses, which is huge. Today we got the numbers of today. Anyways, we have CPI inflation data are expected from US, and I think China numbers have also come actually. So China has again gone to deflation in terms of their inflation numbers. They are continuously going, especially on the producer index. On the WPI, they have again gone into deflation and they're continuously into deflation. CPI has also come less and also have come less, but they're into major deflation with the producer index and with this kind of tariff war now. And if the tariff war is restricted to only these 2 3 countries, especially China, then they will have a very, very big problem from here on. I think EU also retaliated yesterday and they have imposed around 20% tariffs on America on products related to steel and aluminum. So that kind of retaliation they have done. Canada already had retaliated. So apart from these 2 3 countries, no other country has retaliated, and those countries who have not retaliated have got their benefit because you have told that we are delaying this tariff war by 90 days. So China is facing a huge problem. I don't know why the markets are up. They should not be up technically. It's all probably some kind of manipulation to the markets. That's what I can say. Now, Indian markets, one event for yesterday was RBI. So RBI policy was extremely benefit. I mean, extremely good. Excellent policy. I mean, you can't expect any good policy from a governor like Mr. Hulunsa, who just joined the office. This was his first meeting in this financial year, second meeting overall. But the way he is heading the department, the way his thoughts are, the way he is inclined towards GDP growth, I think fantastic. Fantastic. That means your government machinery has thought and they have taken a pledge that they want the GDP growth to increase. But एक बार government ये सोच लेती है ना that we want the GDP growth to increase, then nobody in the world can stop it. Especially a country like India, जहाँ पे इतना बड़ा demographic advantage है, जहाँ पे consumption related story है, it's very difficult for the country to not perform if your government is eager to take the policy shift upwards. तो आरबीआई ने कल चार बहुत बढ़िया इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें कही हैं कल. All four important things I'll tell you. One is that we got that 0.25% interest rate cut. It was again expected on the expected lines. Second important thing that they have changed the stance to accommodative, which means now either interest rates will remain status quo or they will decrease. They cannot increase now. So एक वो दर आपका हमेशा में खत्म हो गया, which means they are seeing the inflation to remain tapered downwards and very close to their comfort range. And third thing what they told is they decreased the GDP growth forecast by 0.2%. So this is again very important. आपने सिर्फ अपना GDP growth को 0.2% कम किया in this kind of a global turmoil. What does this imply? So US markets का देखेंगे, every day the chances of recession were going up. Now I don't know because this tariffs have been rolled back for 90 days, but before that, every day the chances of recession in US were going up. That's the reason why US market was falling. So a GDP growth of 2% above was contracting more than 2%. Economy which is around $30 trillion, and they were expected to go negative 1 or 2 quarters. उसके बनस्पत उसके अगेंस्ट हमने क्या किया? Only 0.2% of GDP growth less. A country which is expected to grow by 6.2 to 6.6%, which has been told by Finance Minister in last budget and probably RBI Governor in this first meeting, has only decreased by 0.2%. That itself shows you that the impact of tariffs, the Indian government machinery is expecting very less. और अब तो खैर और भी कम होगा. So, and even if you see the report from Goldman Sachs, they told that the expectation is only 0.3% GDP cut. So we are in that range. So हमारा GDP cut बहुत ही कम होना है, which means India will remain resilient, India will remain good, India will remain competitive, and we'll see our markets going up क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ GDP growth आपको मिलता है. One more good thing happened that Moody's came up and they told that we think that there will be a lot of trade diversions now happening from India to other countries because of this tariff war, which is again very good for India. ये हमने बात परसों भी करी थी कि their only trading partner which US can look out now is only India. And now with this 125% tariff on China, the only trading partner which US can look for is only India. It is a golden opportunity that Indians have got. The entrepreneurs, the youngsters, the startups, all have a beautiful chance to catch up to this particular phase where the country is going on, the world is reshaping, and the world will reshape a lot because, anyway, let's finish this RBI part first. So, RBI, third thing, they've cut the GDP growth by only 0.2%, and fourth thing, they've cut the inflation forecast from 4.2% for FY26 to 4%, which means हमारा inflation बहुत ही नीचे रहेगा. The reason is very simple. Crude actually, when the RBI governor was giving the policy, it was trading at $60. और हमने बार बार ये बात करी है कि every $10 reduction in crude prices actually reduces your current account deficit by around 15 to $20 billion. It reduces your CPI inflation by around 0.3 to 0.4% and your WPI inflation by around 1% or so. तो इतना बड़ा एडवांटेज इंडिया को मिलता है बिकॉज 85% ऑफ द क्रूड विच वी कंज्यूम इज इम्पोर्टेड एंड दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई we are, or the average owner is very confident on inflation rates. He has reduced the target to 4%, which is the lower band of RBI. So now we'll get at least two more rate cuts now very easily into our markets, which will keep the markets very high, inflated from here. We'll see a good rise from here on. हमने 25,000 target पहले ही दिया है, but I think we'll cross more than 25,000. We'll cross the bridge when we reach to 25,000, but 21,000 is very close now. I think it'll be a matter of 1 month or maybe less than that कि हम लेवल को पहुंचने टच कर देंगे. Now with this tariff war slightly coming to a reasonable level, probably we'll see some more rate cuts in US also happening because they will go into recession. Still, they will go into very close to recession because still they have a lot of dependence on China for their trades, and the the growth will slow down because of this Trump policies where people have lost trust in Trump, and this will not allow a lot of big investments to happen into US, which is what will bring some of the growth levels down in US, and this will allow that interest rates to come down in US as well. So the market is expecting 5 interest rate cuts, which I don't know because America के अंदर hope rate इतने ज़्यादा होते हैं. They quickly bounce on to things so fast. I mean, imagine the kind of moves have come yesterday. He has only delayed the tariff by 90 days. But see the move in US markets. 3,000 points up, 8% up of Dow, 12% up of Nasdaq. I mean, unimaginable. वो markets कैसे respond करते हैं? I don't know. Well, God only knows how ferociously they take every bit of it. It is nothing that tariff war has closed. Yes, he has taken a breather for 90 days, and probably why the market are rejoicing is because they assume that within this 90 days, at least those 75 countries which have contacted the US administration for a deal, I think that deal will be closed. So it will be all good for US because all these 75 countries will actually kneel down on whatever they will, whatever US will they agree to that. So वो शायद US के लिए अच्छा है. That's why the market are rejoicing, and they're expecting in 90 days के अंदर ये war जो है वो will only be limited to 2-3 countries. Like as of now, it is like Canada, Europe, and China. But according to me, Europe will roll back its tariffs. I think Europe का एक हमारा I think US will make a deal, and probably that will also close. Anyways, Europe has told that we'll do tariff equalization policy with US anyways. So Canada was छोटी country है, they will also bring down and things will go down and things. Any war is going forward. In China and US, the war will become very fierce, and that is a good advantage. So 4 things which RBI has done: rate cut, change of stance, growth rate cut by 0.2%, and the inflation target cut by 4.24%. All 4 are beautiful, excellent, and fantastic, and no other moves to curb your growth or to put a lot of limitations on the bank. Nothing. The previous governor, I thought he sorry. The previous governor probably I thought was actually crossing the line too much. He wanted to be ahead of the curve too harshly, uh, putting a lot of barriers on those unsecured loans, then banking, then LCR ratios. He was trying to do too much and throttle, and the kind of liquidity sucking which he did was actually demolished or actually derailed the entire growth path. And this RBI governor has actually reversed all those decisions, and that is why I say that this governor is set to bring India to a growth path of around 7 to 8% very soon. And who knows, with this China and US war going very bad, we might go at more than 10%. Let's see. So this was the RBI policy, and RBI policy में market में react नहीं किया because the tariff war was going on between US and China. हर एक घंटे में news आ रही थी and we were entering into a holiday season kind of a thing because आज छुट्टी है Thursday, then we have only one trading session on Friday, then you again extended weekend like Saturday, Sunday, Monday again off. तो क्या न्यूज फ्लो होगा, क्या चलता रहेगा, मार्केट वरीड आउट ऑफ इट, एंड दैट्स व्हाट हम लोग तो रिएक्ट नहीं किया पॉलिसी के ऊपर, बट आई थॉट द पॉलिसी वाज एक्सट्रीमली गुड and we might see a reaction tomorrow. Anyways, we'll do a cap up. So let's see how things pan out in that way. So we discussed on the RBI, and we only discussed. So one more thing China has done yesterday is that they have told their central banks not to buy dollars. So they have stopped the buying of dollars yesterday, which means that probably they are not artificially trying to now devaluate their currency. Anyways, उन्होंने currency को last 3 or 4 days में around 7 to 8% devaluate already कर दिया है. That is why you saw a huge pressure on rupee also. From last 2 to 3 days we have been falling a lot. और 86.5 के आसपास आ गए from last 85. So we have increased by 1.6 paisa or decreased by 1.5 or 1.6 paisa, which is huge in 3 to 4 days. Every day moves have been 40 paisa, 50% in that range. वो क्योंकि हमको चाइना पे रिफ्लेक्ट करना पड़ा because we also want to remain competitive in terms of currency as far as the currency is concerned. And this governor has made very clear in the first meeting itself that they will not artificially try to manipulate currency a lot. They will leave it to market forces, which is why we are seeing that currency devaluation happening a lot. So this is again one stand because last ever RBI governor thought I will not allow the currency to depreciate a lot, and we spent a lot of dollars for that. I think around $200 billion or so we have spent already in order to maintain a currency. And that is why currency became overvalued, and that's how we saw that fierce movements of currency selling, which the FIs were doing in January and February. Anyway, so this is one more thing which China has done. Yeah, so one more good thing happening yesterday's thing. Skynet has given a prediction of rainfall, which is above normal. So they have told 103% of rainfall is expected, which is above normal. And again, that's good news. That is why you saw yesterday FMCG shares going up. The index was doing very good. And I told you, I think day before yesterday in my video also, that FMCG is looking very good from here because of this 1 lakh rate cut that we'll be getting from this month onwards, April onwards, जो हमने last budget में किया है. So that's again a good news. And this rainfall data coming up, I think it was cherry on the cake, and we saw the FMCG index going up. So FMCG index will now contribute a lot to our Nifty, which is again advantage. Nifty Bank will contribute a lot. और जैसे ये आपके जो टैरिफ्स हैं ये थोड़े रोलबैक हो गए हैं, तो फार्मा, मेटल्स एंड आईटी विल कम बैक वेरी स्ट्रांगली टुमारो. वहां पे इतने शॉर्ट्स हैं आईटी में, मेटल्स में और फार्मा में, इतने शॉर्ट्स हैं बिकॉज फार्मा इंडेक्स was down yesterday 1.6% because US told day for yesterday night कि we will putting very high tariffs on pharma. So that is why pharma index was down 1.6%. वहाँ बहुत शॉर्ट्स बने थे. आईटी में तो कंटिन्यूस शॉर्ट बिल्डअप था और इवन मेटल्स में कंटिन्यूस शॉर्ट बिल्डअप था. You will see a ferocious short covering is tomorrow in these three sectors. ये बहुत तेज शॉर्ट कवरिंग आएगी इनके अंदर. बैंक में उतने शॉर्ट नहीं थे तो वहां शॉर्ट कवरिंग आने के चांसेस नहीं है, बट बैंक्स इसलिए लीड करेंगे बिकॉज ऑफ द आरबीआई पॉलिसी व्हिच हैज कम वेरी गुड. सो नाउ all your big major four indices, IT, metals, pharma, even auto, because it's a relief on tariffs first of all, and second क्योंकि वो रेट कट हो गया, so it's a rate sensitive kind of a sector, तो वहां आपको बड़ा कुछ मिलेगा. और बैंक्स इसलिए अच्छे हैं बिकॉज आपको आरबीआई का रेट कट मिल गया है, एंड Reliance anyways is contribute because उसके रिजल्ट्स लास्ट 2 क्वार्टर अच्छे आए हैं. So considering all this, we might not even end up at 800 points. I will not be surprised if we go beyond 23,500 के आसपास हम पहुंच जाए. डोंट सरप्राइज एट ऑल बिकॉज उस तरह का मार्केट मूवमेंट एक्सपेक्टेड एट लीस्ट एज ऑफ नाउ, एज द टाइम वी रिकॉर्डिंग द वीडियो. इफ समथिंग चेंजेस अगेन and some other things happen again, I'll come back and tell you. And anyways, tomorrow I'll not be available. I'm not here. I'm going outside. So tomorrow's video probably I'll not be able to make it, or maybe I'll do it Saturday morning and try to share my views. But as of now, the market is all set to just blast from here. Just blast from here. So that's again one thing, and you can chase the markets. My suggestion would be chase the markets at opening. See, मैंने हमेशा बोला था कि यूएस का मार्केट का बॉटम बन गया. I told you in day for yesterday's video also. मैंने ये भी कहा था कि अगर यूएस का बॉटम बन गया तो हमारा बॉटम भी बन गया. एंड बाय माय ऑल रिकमेंडेशंस वर किया, बाय करिए. मैंने ये भी कहा था कि आपको टिप मिले टिप को बाय करिए. कल आपको टिप मिला, पता नहीं आपने बाय किया कि नहीं किया, आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट आई वाज ऑफ द ओपिनियन दैट दिस वॉर इज नाउ कमिंग टू अ सोल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड थिंग, प्रॉब्लम तो प्राइस में आ गई थी। द ब्यूटी ऑफ द मार्केट वॉज कि सारा जो सबसे गंदा जो हो सकता था वो प्राइस में ले लिया आपने। अब तो सॉल्यूशन ही आने हैं ना, तो सॉल्यूशन विल ओनली इंक्रीज द मार्केट्स। आपको जो मार्केट को जो प्राइस में लेना था वो आपने 80-90% ऑलरेडी ले लिया था। अब सॉल्यूशन आना था तो मार्केट ऊपर जाना था। दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज कंटिन्यू सेइंग कि आप माइक्रो बाय करिए, बॉटम मार्केट्स हमारे बन गए। आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी पीपल आर फॉलोइंग माय थिंग, एनीवेज दैट्स नॉट अबाउट। विक्स वाज अप बाय 4% बिकॉज़ बहुत सारे हेज बने थे। तो and that is right also because the kind of news that were flowing here and there. See, FI didn't want to sell India very strongly because आप इंडिया को बेच के कहाँ जाओगे? इंडिया को वो कॉम्पिटेटिव एडवांटेज है बिकॉज चाइना के ऊपर टैरिफ लग गए हैं, प्लस हमारा जीडीपी ग्रोथ से 0.2% फोकस कट हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टैरिफ वॉर एक्सेट्रा दोस थिंग। तो इंडिया में रिलेटिव आउट परफॉर्मेंस है, एक एडवांटेज है, तो इंडिया को आप सेल कर नहीं सकते, बट आपको हेज भी करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज ओवरनाइट न्यूज आ रही है। तो विक्स फॉर 4%, आप इवन एक्सपायरी डे एंड दैट्स द रीजन। वो रीजन ये है कि बहुत सारे hedges बनाए होंगे FI, दिस इज व्हाट आई assume, and that is the reason why we'll see a big short covering tomorrow, which is due now, even for FIs. क्रूड ऑयल तो बिल्कुल मेल्ट हो रहा था बॉस, इट वाज मेल्टिंग लाइक एनीथिंग। मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था कि क्रूड ऑयल नहीं है, कोई मोमबत्ती है जिसमें किसी ने आग लगा दी और वो हर रोज मेल्ट हो रहा हो। Yesterday the crude oil actually went below $60. It actually went $58. Brent. मैंने तो लास्ट आई डोंट नो फ्रॉम हाउ मेनी इयर्स, दिस हैज बीन द लो ऑफ लास्ट 4 years। और तो जब वो न्यूज आई, जब वो टैरिफ्स को रोल बैक किया, तो crude actually went up very strongly and it is now trading around $64-65, but still it is very good for us. So crude has become very benign and it's helping us a lot. Bitcoin is down, so Bitcoin though anyways I don't like this currency, वो currency है भी नहीं। I don't know why US is investing on Bitcoin. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of resources, a waste of money. But इसको इससे करना पड़ता है because if you remember in October, November, December when we had ferocious selling into our markets, the money was going into three departments. One was going into gold, second was going into US markets, and third it was going to Bitcoin. तो क्योंकि total sum of money fixed है, if the entire world is trading with, let's say your capital, you are trading with the capital, आपके 40 lakhs है, तो आप 40 lakhs से play करोगे ना। Either you will invest in bonds, or you will invest in index, or you will take some stocks, or you will try to take ETFs or silver, gold, whatever it is. तो आपकी जो लिमिट है वो उसी कैपिटल से है। ऐसे ही एफआई के साथ भी होता है, या किसी टीएस के साथ भी होता है। एक लिमिटेड पैसा है आपके पास, उसको आपको रोटेट ही तो करना है। एंड सिंस एफआईआईज आर एबल टू रोटेट देयर मनी इन 70-80 कंट्रीज एंड दिस एसेट क्लासेस ऑफ डॉलर, फूड, गोल्ड, सिल्वर, क्रिप्टो, तो वही पैसा रोटेट कर रहा होता है। आपको एक देखना पड़ता है कि वो पैसा हमारे पास कितना आएगा, कब आएगा, या कम से कम आउटफ्लो कितना कम होगा। दैट इज वाई इट इज एसेंशियल टू ट्रैक दिस ग्लोबल मार्केट। और देखिए ग्लोबल मार्केट की वजह से हम गिरे और ग्लोबल मार्केट की वजह से हम दोबारा बढ़ गए। इसमें इंडिया का कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं आया इंडिया की, कोई न्यूज नहीं है इंडिया की, ना अच्छी ना बुरी, अपार्ट फ्रॉम यस्टरडे आरबीआई पॉलिसी। हम गिरे भी और अब दोबारा उठ भी गए बिकॉज ऑफ द ग्लोबल फैक्टर, क्योंकि ग्लोबल फैक्टर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे पूरे ओवरऑल इंडियन स्टॉक मार्केट कॉन्टेक्स्ट के साथ, तो हम जुड़े हुए हैं आपस में। दैट इज व्हाई आई टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम बाय डिस्कसिंग ग्लोबल मार्केट। तो इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है वो तो बहुत लोग बता रहे हैं आपको, टीवी चैनल्स हैं, न्यूज हैं, देयर लॉट ऑफ प्लेटफॉर्म्स where you are anyways getting a lot of input for Indian markets, और क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं चल रहा है। I always take a lot of time to see the equilibrium, see the dynamics कि हम कहाँ पे खड़े हैं और क्या हो सकता है। जैसे मैंने कहा था कि we are looking towards the level 25,000, वो अब लग रहा है कि हम शायद उस लेवल्स पे अब चलने शुरू हो गए ऑलरेडी। So that is why we take a lot of time to discuss all this thing. Uh, Now, one more report came that around 50 to 60% products अब इंडिया के सस्ते हो गए हैं as compared to China, but China was exporting to other countries including USA. And now more tariffs were increased by US yesterday up to 125%. तो हो सकता है प्रोडक्ट की लिस्ट और बड़ी हो जाए। तो इंडिया को तो इतना बड़ा एडवांटेज है कि आई विल नॉट बी सरप्राइज्ड दैट वी आर एबल टू क्रॉस आवर ऑल टाइम हाई वेरी सून। इतना अच्छा स्टेज सेट हो गया हम लोगों के लिए। तो इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल स्टेज। एंड द स्मॉलर कंपनीज, इफ यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई, फॉर एग्जांपल लास्ट 2 दिन से क्या हो रहा है टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर, क्योंकि बांग्लादेश पर टैरिफ ज्यादा लगा है, हम पे रेट टू टैरिफ कम लगा है, तो हमारा टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर इतना कॉम्पिटेटिव हो गया। एंड यू सी द स्टॉक्स ऑफ टेक्सटाइल्स हाउ दे आर मूविंग अप, सर्किट लग रहे हैं उसमें। तो if you can pick up those sectors, you could pick up those stocks, if you can think about those things, there's a huge story in it. और ये टैरिफ वॉर यूएस चाइना का तो जल्दी खत्म नहीं होगा। आप कितनी बातें कर लीजिए, कुछ भी कर लीजिए, इतना बड़ा ट्रेड डेफिसिट है, एंड इट्स नाउ अ वॉर ऑफ सुप्रीमेसी, हु इज नंबर वन। China has clawed back. China has, what is now the world GDP contribution आप देखिए ना, यूएस का जीडीपी $30 ट्रिलियन का है. नाउ चाइना इज $19 ट्रिलियन. सो इट इज वेरी फास्ट. इट इज क्लोजिंग टूवर्ड्स यूएसए. आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ग्रोथ तो चाहे वो चाइना का जो यूएस का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंट्रीब्यूशन था जीडीपी का, वो आज से 20-25 साल पहले इट वाज अराउंड 40%. नाउ इट इज लेस देन 10%. Previously, 50-60% jobs in US for manufacturing jobs. Now they're less than 10%. तो इतना आपने अलाउ किया है अपने आप को डिग्रेड करना. आई डोंट नो व्हाई यूएस डिड दैट. इट वाज biggest mistake. Now they're realizing it because they are losing the supremacy now. And China has come very close. So nobody will like the other country to become powerful. आप देखिए why Adanis were hit so hard by US. Their people who are hitting our no, they don't want India to grow so fast. They don't want Adanis to grow fast. और ये होता है. This is how things happen when you are doing in this, when you're doing things in such a way, then these things do happen when you are into a global world. So that is why you should be careful. That is why you should be. That is how it is happening in US, and that is why US is now slightly getting worried in terms of China's growth. That's again one key thing. Nikkei was also down around 5%. So Nikkei का तो बहुत बड़ा हाल था. The reason is because US is right in some way. See, Japan is exporting a lot of cars to US, but US is not able to export their cars in China, in Japan because of tariffs. So it's very unfair. तो जापान का जो मेजर एक्सपोर्ट था, जो मेजर इनकम का लेवल था, वो इट वाज ओनली कमिंग फ्रॉम जापानीज कार इंडस्ट्री और ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री. इसको आपने हिट किया वहाँ पे. तो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई प्रोबब्ली Japanese markets are going more down और वहाँ पे एक आपको हिट मिला. And now, of course, the tariffs have been released to Japan can rebound. Today it's around 8% up, but it was melting a lot till yesterday. I mean, there are other points also, but they have become irrelevant with yesterday's move now. Yesterday's night's move, for example, Japan के साथ South Korea और South Korea के साथ मीटिंग हुआ था मिस्टर ट्रम्प का, जहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला था कि the talks have been very good. But now it has no meaning because those rollbacks have happened. So I'm not touch all those points now. Things have drastically changed. A 180-degree shift हो गया between yesterday night and today. So there is no point now discussing old things. But now, what is good for Indian markets? तो मैंने बताया आपको, banks will lead because of the interest rate cut. IT में ferocious आपको short covering आएगी because Nasdaq was up by around 12%. वैसे भी TCS result है आज. Let's see what commentary they give. Let's see what exactly they say on the results, etc. Let's see को कितना revenue और profit up आता है. Let's see how they talk about AI eating their business. So all these things commentary very important in terms of IT. But फिर भी एक जो recession का risk था जिसके वजह से IT stocks पे गिरे थे, वो आपका चलना शुरू हो जाएगा और आपका मैसिव शॉर्ट कवरिंग. तो आईटी में बहुत शॉर्ट्स हैं और आईटी में तो निफ्टी में शॉर्ट्स हैं. तो निफ्टी में शॉर्ट कवरिंग और आईटी में शॉर्ट कवरिंग आपको बहुत तेज आएगी, बी वेरी फास्ट. मेटल्स रिबाउंड करेंगे बिकॉज वो जो एक सेशन का फियर था वो निकला है आपका बाहर. टुडे कॉपर इज अप बाय 5%. आज कॉपर का जो बेस मेटल है, इट इज इन द मॉर्निंग इट इज अप अराउंड 5 to 6%. तो आपके बेस मेटल्स इतना फेरोशियसली इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं तो मेटल्स में स्टॉक में तो रिबाउंड आना ही है. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. वो आना ही है. And your so IT will rebound. Your FMCG will keep on rebounding because of the tax cuts जो budget में हुआ है. Then again this monsoon news and now again this tariff war reduction down. तो कंजम्पशन फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. And again India become more competitive with China. तो हमारे यहाँ जो छोटी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, जो छोटे बिजनेसेस हैं, वहाँ पे आपको एक बड़ा ग्रोथ नजर आएगा. और बैंकिंग में बड़ा अच्छा ग्रोथ नजर आएगा. तो पीपल विल वांट टू गो फॉर इंडस्ट्रीज नाउ. पीपल विल वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इन कैपेक्स नाउ. अब हमारे पास वो प्राइवेट कैपेक्स का साइकिल अब स्टार्ट होगा. नाउ दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इनएविटेबल. नाउ यू विल सी नाउ गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग के साथ साथ प्राइवेट स्पेंडिंग बहुत तेज आएगी अब, बिकॉज द बिजनेसेस इन इंडिया विल रियलाइज that this is a government, this is a golden opportunity, this is the best opportunity they can get to take over, or let's say become a leading partner in exports, or increase your contribution to GDP through exports and increase your pie of share in the world exports. That's a beautiful, beautiful chance. Now the world will become very angry on China and they'll become very, wary of China. What China is doing is extremely bad. So let me just give you an example. China, जो एग्जाम मैंने पहले भी किया है, they have a car like I think Xiaomi or something, which they actually reduce their car prices टू बिकम कॉम्पिटिटिव एक्सपोर्ट्स, और पीछे से जो है आपको एक्सपोर्ट का एडवांटेज मिल रहा होता है. तो yesterday I told you that India will also do it, many countries will do it. So yesterday South Korea actually came up with they announced $20 billion package for the exporters, जहाँ पे उनको हेल्प करेंगे. तो अगर टैरिफ और लंबा चलता, अभी तो खैर रुक गया है, अगर ये लंबा चलता तो यही होता. All governments would have created their packages to actually help the exporters, और वो पैसा अल्टीमेटली यूएस में जा रहा होता. The US started earning their $200 crores of revenue from the tariff yesterday onwards. So, which is almost equal to $2 billion. तो they would be earning around $1 trillion of money अगर टैरिफ में चल रहा होता तो. So, ट्रम्प का ये मूव खराब नहीं था. And he will move on in this. See, he will force all the other countries to actually come to his own terms. So that's what we wanted. So हमारे मार्केट्स के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. I think our markets मेरे को नहीं पता मेरा इतना पॉजिटिव इंडियन मार्केट पे कब होगा लास्ट. They are extremely positive and things are extremely good from here on. Let's see how it goes, but I am very hopeful now that we are into a wonderful bull run phase now. So let's see how it goes. With this, I'll end my video today. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.